Before the day begins telling you what is unfinished, take one quiet breath and let this truth come first. What you cannot see is still being moved by God. Not every answer arrives with noise. Not every doorway opens while you are watching it. Some of the most faithful work of God begins where your eyes cannot reach. You may be looking at the same situation you looked at yesterday, the same unanswered message, the same account balance, the same pain in a relationship, the same question you have prayed about more times than you can count. From the surface, it can feel like nothing has changed. The mind sees no movement and quickly calls it absence. The heart sees no evidence and starts preparing for disappointment. But morning is a good time to remember that the surface is not the whole story. Under dry ground, water can travel quietly. Under winter soil, roots can strengthen before anything green appears. Behind a locked door, someone can be preparing the room long before the guest is invited in. God is not limited to the parts of your life that are visible enough for you to measure. Isaiah 43:19 gives this day its handrail. God can make a way where people only see wilderness. A wilderness looks empty when you do not know where the road will be. It looks like distance. It looks like waiting. It looks like the place where plans lose their shape. Yet God speaks into that kind of landscape and says He is able to make a way. Not always the way you would have drawn, not always on the schedule you would have chosen, but a way shaped by His wisdom, His mercy, and His dearness. So do not let the first voice of the morning be the voice that says nothing is happening. Let the first voice be quieter and truer. Lord, if I cannot see your hand, teach me to trust your heart. If I cannot trace the route, keep me close to the guide. If I cannot name the progress, help me receive the grace for this step. There is a kind of faith that is not dramatic. It does not demand a sign every hour. It does not pretend the waiting is painless. It simply refuses to call God careless. It makes breakfast. It answers the next necessary message. It gets dressed. It drives carefully. It speaks with patience. It keeps the heart from turning delay into a false story about being forgotten. Maybe your hidden place is a decision that has not become clear. Maybe it is a family burden nobody else can carry for you. Maybe it is a prayer for healing, wisdom, reconciliation, direction, or endurance. Maybe it is the private ache of watching other people move ahead while you are still learning how to wait without becoming bitter. God sees all of that. He sees the parts you explain well and the parts you cannot explain at all. Lord, meet this listener in the hidden place. Meet them where they are tired of checking for proof. Meet them where hope has become careful because disappointment has been expensive. Meet them where they are tempted to rush, force, or quit simply because silence feels too heavy. Give them a steadier faith than their circumstances can provide. Let your peace enter this morning slowly, the way light enters a room before anyone touches the lamp. Let it soften the shoulders. Let it quiet the sharp edge in the mind. Let it bring order to the thoughts that scattered during the night. Remind this listener that they are not responsible for making every unseen thing visible. They are responsible for staying close, walking honestly, and doing the next faithful thing. Where there has been delay, give patience without passivity. Where there has been confusion, give discernment without panic. Where there has been disappointment, give tenderness without despair. Where there has been pressure, give courage without striving. And where the listener has been blaming themselves for not knowing more, let mercy interrupt that accusation. Today, help them notice small mercies without demanding that every mercy explain the whole future. A calm breath, a timely word, a task completed with less heaviness, a moment of restraint when old fear wanted to speak, a little strength to begin again. These may not look like the full answer, but they can still be evidence of a faithful God caring for a real life. Let them also notice the mercy of not knowing everything yet. Sometimes your love keeps a person from carrying details they are not ready to hold. Sometimes you give instruction in steps because a full picture would overwhelm a tired heart. Sometimes the kindness is not in the speed of the answer, but in the way you keep the listener from being crushed while the answer is still forming. If they walk into a room today and feel behind, remind them that spiritual progress is not always visible progress. If they see someone else receiving what they have been praying for, guard their heart from resentment. If they feel tempted to explain their whole season to people who only want a quick summary, give them the freedom to be quiet. Not every holy thing has to be explained before it is protected. Lord, give this listener a steadier relationship with small beginnings. The first inch of a path still matters. The first honest prayer after discouragement still matters. The first kind reply after a tense morning still matters. The first decision not to spiral still matters. What begins small in your hands is not insignificant. And where the listener has been ashamed of needing reassurance again, let shame fall away. You are not irritated by repeated prayers. You are a father who understands the frame of your children. You know that trust is sometimes learned in small returns, one breath at a time, one ordinary hour at a time, one quiet surrender at a time. So before the day becomes crowded, let this morning create a little room inside the soul. Room to be honest, room to keep going, room to believe that unseen does not mean uncared for. Room to let the hidden work of God remain hidden until the right time. And if nothing obvious changes by noon, keep them steady. If the phone stays quiet, keep them steady. If the meeting is ordinary, keep them steady. If the prayer still feels unanswered when evening comes, keep them steady. Teach them the kind of trust that can say, I do not see it yet, but I am not alone here. Give them wisdom for the visible part of the day as well. Hidden trust does not mean careless living. It means they can be faithful with what is in front of them, while leaving the unseen part with you. Help them send the message that needs to be sent. Leave unsent what should remain quiet. Keep the commitment that matters, and step away from the pressure that only feeds fear. When their emotions rise, let them not treat emotion as failure. A tender heart can still be a trusting heart. A tired mind can still turn toward God. A person can feel uncertain and still walk faithfully. Let this listener stop measuring faith by how untouched they appear and start recognizing faith in the simple act of returning to you. Lord, make this morning spacious enough for honesty and courage to live together. Let the listener be honest about what is hard and courageous enough not to surrender the whole day to it. Let them be gentle with their limits and serious about your promise. Let them move at the pace of peace. Let still moving become the sentence they carry gently, not as pressure to feel certain, but as permission to stop panicking. God is still moving in wisdom. God is still moving in mercy. God is still moving in the places where your eyes have reached their limit. So begin this day with open hands. You do not have to pry open what God has not opened. You do not have to prove that you are calm. You do not have to understand the entire road before taking the step in front of you. The Lord is near in the visible and the hidden, in the answered and the waiting, in the road you know and the way He is preparing beyond your sight. May your first words today be slower. May your first decision be less ruled by fear. May your first thought about the future be gentler than it was yesterday. May the peace of Christ stand guard over the places where your imagination usually runs ahead. And if this prayer belongs to you, write "still moving" in the comments as a quiet marker of trust. Let it mean, I will not call God absent simply because the work is hidden. Stay in peace. This morning is held, and the God who makes a way in the wilderness has not stopped caring for you.